Hi students, my name is Praveen Kumar Malik. First of all, welcome to my video channels. Today we will learn a new chapter whose name is Simple Interest. Just like its name, it is also a very simple chapter. Okay student, and in this chapter we are using percentage very much. So if you have not idea about the percentage or if you are not clear about percentage, then first watch that video. Otherwise it will be very difficult for you to understand. Okay student, and you can get those video from my channels. So let's start our chapter Simple Interest. Before starting these chapters, we must have to know some terms. What is the meaning of those terms and what are those terms? So first let us discuss those terms. Okay. So first, what is principal? So number one is principal. What is the meaning of principal? The money borrowed by the borrower from a lender for certain time period is called principal. So what is the meaning of principal? Principal is the money borrowed by the borrower from a lender for certain time period is called the principal. That means when we borrow some money from others, then the amount of the money that we have borrowed from that person is known as the principal. Okay student, so principal is what? The amount of the money borrowed from a lender, okay, is known as the principal. Then second term, and it is denoted as and it is denoted as P. Okay student, so it is denoted as P. Now time period. It is the total time for which the borrower has taken the money. So it is the time period, total time period. Suppose we have gone to a person and told him to give some money, and we have told him that I need 5,000 rupees and I will refund you after 3 years. That means the 3 years is known as the total time period, and that 5,000 that I have borrowed, that is known as the principal. So time period is the total time for which we have borrowed the money. Okay student, and it is denoted as T. It is denoted as T and it is denoted as P. Now number third term is interest. Interest is what? The extra money paid by the borrower is known as interest. Okay, and it is denoted as I. Okay, student. So what is the what do you mean by interest? So when we take some money from others, then if we refund that amount of the money, then why he will give us? Okay, student. So we have to pay some extra money with that principle. Suppose we have taken 5,000 amount, 5,000 rupees from a person. Then when we refund that amount, then on that times I have to refund 5,000 as well as some extra money. Suppose I have given 1,000 extra money to that person. That means here principal is equals to 5,000 and the interest equal to 1,000. Okay, students. Now, fourth thing is rate. Rate means it is the interest for 100 rupees for unit time periods. That means it is very important things. Rate is known as the interest, what the amount we are paying for interest for 100 rupees. If we have borrowed 100 rupees from a person, then the amount of the money that the extra amount of the money we will pay after 1 year or 1 month or unit time. Unit time means 1 year or 1 month. Okay, so after 1 year, what is the extra money that we are paying? 400 rupees, not for the 500 or 300 or 1000 rupees. So if we have borrowed 100 rupees from a person, then the extra money that we will give him after 1 year is known as the rate of interest. Okay, and it is denoted as R. So all things in capital, so we will write it in denoted as R, and it is given in percentage. It is given in percentage. So while we write the rate, that we must have to write in percentage. That means 5% rate interest, 5% interest, or 10% interest, or 6% interest. So what is the meaning of 5% interest? That means for 100 rupees I have to pay 5 rupees extra for 1 month or 1 year. Okay, student. So and similarly, suppose 10%. What is the meaning of 10%? For 100 rupees I have to pay 10 rupees for 1 year. That means for each 100 rupees I have to pay 10 rupees as the interest. Okay, student. So that is known as the rate of interest. Okay, student. So these are very important terms for simple interest. Another term is here, which is known as the amount. This is V. The total money paid by the borrower after specified time period is called amount, and it is denoted as A. Okay, so A equal to how much? So A equal to how much? That we have to refund the principal as well as the total interest. Okay, student. So here we have to, what is the meaning of the amount? Amount is the total money paid by the borrower. So that means already I have told you, if I have taken some money from others, then that amount I have to pay as well as some extra money. That means the total money I will pay is known as the amount. Okay, student. So that means the amount is known as the total money paid by the borrower. The total money means the principal as well as the interest. Total interest is known as the amount. Okay, student. So here amount is known as the principal plus interest. So here from this example, from this formula, we can find out another two formula, which is P is equals to amount minus interest, and interest is equals to amount minus principal. This is another formula, and this is another formula. So here one formula is very important. Amount is how much? Amount is the principal plus interest. From this formula, we can find out another two formula, which are principal equal to amount minus interest and interest equal to amount minus principal. And we can read it from this diagram also. We can remember these things from this diagram. So which one is the greater part? Greater part is the amount, and this is the principal, and this is the interest. So this will come from this side and this side. This is minus sign, and this is minus sign, and this is plus sign. So what is the amount? Principal plus interest. What is the principal? Amount minus interest. What is the interest? Amount minus principal. So this is very important diagrams to understand the relation between the amount, principal and interest. Okay, student. Now we have understood 5 terms. What are those? One is principal, which is written as P, and second is time, which is written in T, and third is interest, which is known as I, and fourth thing is rate, which is denoted as R, and the fifth thing is amount, which is written as A. And already we have read the formula for amount. So here where we will find out some formula which are related the principal, time, interest, rate. Okay, student. So now what is the formula for interest? First, very important. Now before reading the formula of this interest, I want to tell you something, that the interest is calculated in two ways. There are two types of interest. One is a simple interest, another one is compound interest. So first of all, we will read about the simple interest. So what is the meaning of the simple interest? So here I am writing the definition of simple interest. Okay, so what is the meaning of simple interest? If the principal will be unchanged throughout the total time period. Okay, so here simple interest is what? If the principal will be unchanged, that means principal will not change throughout the total time period. That means from the entire time period the principal will not change. Okay, principal will be same throughout the total time periods. If the principal will change, okay, after 1 year or after 2 years, then it will known as the compound interest. So about the compound interest we will learn in next video. So first of all, we will read the simple interest. Now we will write some formula for the simple interest. So simple interest is equal to, what is the formula? The very important and only one formula is here. Simple interest is equal to P into T into R by 100. This is the very simple formula. Only one formula. Okay, student, this is very important formula for the simple interest. Simple interest is what? Principal plus principal into time into rate divided by 100. And from this formula, we can find out another 4 formula, which are, I am writing here, principal equal to how much? Principal equal to simple interest into 100 by time into rate. Again, here we have calculated principal. Now time is equal to how much? Simple interest into 100 by what? The principal into rate. Similarly, the rate is equal to how much? Simple interest into 100 divided by principal into time. So here another three formula that I am writing here. So these are very important things. If you will remember all those formulas, then it will be very perfect for you or very good for you. And if you can't learn all this formula, then at least remember this formula, because this one is very important, and from this one we can find out another three. Okay, student? So this one is very important. First, remember this formula. What is that? The simple interest is equals to principal into time into rate divided by 100. Okay, student? So this is only one formula from which we can find out another three formula. If you can't remember all those formula, remember this one only. Okay, student? So now we have discussed about simple interest, what is simple interest, and what is principal, what is rate, what is interest, and what is time period, and what is amount. Now, by using these formulas, suppose we will do some questions. Okay, students? Some example. Example 1. Mr. Ram taken 5,000 rupees from bank at 10% per annum. After 5 years, how much money he will pay as simple interest and find the total money he will pay to the bank. Here the question is very simple. So here 5,000, Mr. Ram has taken 5,000 from bank. That means here principal equal to how much? 5,000 rupees. And here bank at 10% per annum. What is this? This is the rate. So rate equal to how much? 10%. And now after 5 years, how much money, sorry, here I have written some wrong. How much money? Okay. So after 5 years, that means your time equal to how much? 5 years. So now, what is the question asked? Question is asked, how much money he will pay as a simple interest. So here we can find out the simple interest. What is the formula for the simple interest? The simple interest equal to P into T into R by 100, which is equals to how much? 5,000 into T equal to how much? 5 years into R equal to 10 divided by 100. So 20 and 20 cancel. So result is how much? 2500. Okay, student. So here the simple interest equal to how much? 2500 rupees. So after 5 years, how much money he will pay as the simple interest? That means Mr. Ram will pay 2,500 rupees for as a simple interest after 5 years. Now second question is what? Find the total money will pay to the bank. How find the total money he will pay to the bank? Then total money, how much he will pay? Total money. That means this is the simple interest and total money is known as the amount, which is equals to the sum of the principal as well as simple interest. So amount is equals to how much? Principal plus simple interest, which is equals to principal is how much? 5,000 into simple interest equal to 2500, which is equal to 7500 rupees. So after 5 years, Mr. Ram will pay 7,500 rupees to bank. Okay, student, very simple things. Okay, so next questions we will find out. In what time will the simple interest on a certain sum of money at 12% per annum be three-fourth of itself. Okay, student. So we have to find out at what time. Time is not given, and we have to find out the time periods. With the simple interest on the certain sum of the money. Here also the certain sum of the money means what? The principal. Principal is also not given. And money at 12%. 12% per annum. That means rate is given. Okay? Per annum will be three-fourth of itself. That means simple interest is given. What is that? The three-fourth of itself. That means here, if we get the principal, then we can get the simple interest easily. So, first of all, we have to take let the principal be x, because all those things are depend upon the principal. The simple interest should depend upon the principal. So, first of all, we have to know what is the value of the principal. And here principal is not given, as well as the time period is not given. Okay, student? So, we have to assume that let the principal be x. So, let the principal be x. So, P is equal to how much? X. And it is given that what? The rate of certain sum of the money at 12% per annum. That means R equal to how much? R equal to 12%. Okay. And time is not given. And the simple interest is three-fourth of itself. And simple interest is how much? Three-fourth of itself means the principal. That means what is the value of principal? Three-fourth of x, which is equals to 3x by 4. So here we have got the principal as well as the simple interest. Now we have to find out the time period. Okay, student? So what is the formula for the time period? We have already written what is the formula for the time period. We know the time period equal to simple interest into 100 by principal into rate. Okay, student? Which is equals to simple interest. We have taken the what is the value of the simple interest? 3x by 4 into 100 divided by what is the value of principal? Principal equal to x into what is the value of rate? Rate equal to 12. So here we will get 4 in 100. It can be 25. Now it is 3x into 25 divided by x into 12. So x cancel, 3 by 12, 4. So result is 25 by 4, which is equals to 6 1 by 4, which is equals to 6 plus 6 1 by 4 year. 6 1 by 4 year. That means 6 year plus 1 by 4 year. 1 by 4 year means what? We can find out 1 by 4 year means 1 year equal to how much month? 12 months. So is equals to 6 year plus 1 by 4 into 12 month. Okay. So here 3. So answer is 6 year 3 months. Okay, student. So at 6 year 3 months will be the simple interest on the certain sum of the money at 12% per annum be the 3/4 of itself. Okay. So if after 6 year 3 months, okay, the certain sum of the money at 12% per annum will be 3/4 of itself. Okay, student. So now we will do some other example. So question number, suppose a certain what sum will amount, question example 3, what sum will amount to rupees 1365 in 5 years at 6% per annum. Per annum means PA means per annum. Okay, student. In this question, what is given? What sum will amount? That means the sum is not given. That means principal is equal to not given. Okay. Now amount to rupees 1365. That means amount is given 1365, and time is given 5 years. So time equal to 5 years. And at the 6% per annum, that means R is given at 6%. Okay, student. So we know that all the things is depend upon the principal. The thing is not depend upon the amount. So first of all, we have to, if the principal is not given, that means we have to assume the principal be X. So let P is equals to X. P is equals to X means we can write principal equal to X. So then we have the time, we have the rate, and principal, we have the principal. Then we can find out the amount. So first of all, we have to find out the simple interest. Okay. So simple interest is equals to PTR by 100, which is equals to principal is equal to your X into time equal to 5 years into rate equal to 6 divided by 100. So here 5, 20 and 6, here 3 and here 10. So the simple interest equal to 3x by 10. So amount equal to how much? The principal plus simple interest, which is equals to principal equal to X plus simple interest equal to 3x by 10, which is equals to 10x plus 3x by 10, which is equals to 13x by 10. So here principal, we have got the amount equal to 13x by 10, but here amount is given 1365. That means according to question, 13x by 10 is equals to 1365. Implies that x is equals to 1365 divided by 13 into 10. So it can be cancelled, 105. So it is equal to 1050. Okay, student. So this is the sum. The sum is 1050 rupees. Okay, student. So very simple thing. It is not a difficult questions. Okay. Now we will do another questions here, which is very important. Question number 15. Suppose divide 12,500 rupees 12,500 rupees into two parts. Okay, student. Such that the interest on one part, the interest on one part at 12% per annum, in 3 years is 1080 rupees more than the interest on other part, the interest on other part at 8% per annum, at 8% per annum in 5 years. Okay, student. First, try to understand this question. What is question is given? That divide 12,500 rupees. That means we have the sum of the money is 12,500 and we have to divide it into two parts. In two parts, that not meaning is equal parts. Okay, student. So it is not meaning that its meaning is not that equal part. So we can divide this. One part may be 10,000 rupees, another part may be 2,500 rupees. So if one part will be suppose 8,000 rupees, then other part will be how much? Other part will be 4,500 rupees. Okay, student. In this way, we have to divide the total amount in two parts. Okay, student. Now, such that in which way we have to divide it? The interest on the one part at the 12% per annum in 3 years. That means one part is given at the 12% per annum for 3 years and other part is given at the 8% per annum for 5 years. And the difference between them is how much? One part, the interest of one part is equal to 1,080 rupees more than the interest of other part. Okay, student. So that means here we are doing a diagram. That is total amount is how much? Total is equal to 12,500 rupees. Okay, so we have to divide it into two parts. That means let first part equal to x, then other part is how much? If one part be x, then other part is, suppose let one part be 10,000, the other part will be how much? 12,500 minus 10,000, that means 2,500. So similarly, if one part is x, then other part how much? Other part will be 12,500 minus x. Okay, and this part is given at the which at what percent? 12% per annum. So here r equal to 12% per annum. And what is the time period? Time equal to 3. Okay, 3 years. And on the other hand, the second part is length for rate equal to 8% per annum. Okay, the second part is given at the rate of 8% per annum for how many years? For time equal to 5 years. Okay, so first of all, and here it is given that interest on the first part 12% per annum in 3 years is 1,008 rupees more than the interest of the second part. That means this part, this interest SI1, suppose this is the simple interest is SI1 and this is a here simple interest SI2. That means SI1 is 1,008 rupees more than SI2. That means what will be our equations? SI1 is 1,800 more than SI2. That means we can write that SI1 is equals to SI2 plus how much more? 1,080 rupees. Okay, this will be our equation. So first of all, we have to find out what is the amount, what is the simple interest for this part and what is the simple interest for this part. Okay, student. So first of all, we will first find out. Okay, student. So simple interest. How much the simple interest? So here SI1 is equal to how much? PTR by 100. So P equal to how much? X into T equal to how much? T equal to 3 into R equal to how much? 12 by 100, which is equals to, you can cancelled 4 3s and 4 25s. Here is simple interest is 3 into 3 9x by 25. Okay, student. And in this part, what is the SI2? SI2 equal to again PTR by 100. So what is the value of P? P equal to 500 minus x. This is the P into T equal to how much? 8 into R equal to how much? 5 divided by 100. So here you can see that 5 and 20 can be cancelled. 20 and 4, 2 ja, 4, 5 ja. Okay student. So result equal to how much? 2 into 12500 minus x by 5. Okay student. So according to question, it is given that the interest of the first part is 1080 more than the interest of the second part. So we can write that according to question, SI1 is equal to 1080 plus SI2. Yes or no? So which is equal to SI1 is equal to how much? 9x by 25 is equal to 1080 plus 2 into 12500 minus x by 5. Yes or no? So when we equate this equation, so when we solve this equations, we can get the value of the x. Okay student? So that means the sum of the first part. Okay student? So now we will find out the value of x. So we can solve these things. 9x by 25 which is equals to 1080 plus 2 into 12500 divided by 5 minus 2x by 5. Okay student, implies that here 5 can be cancelled. What will the result? 5 2 ja 10 to 25, 5 5 ja 25, then 2 0. Okay student, so 9x by 25 and these things will come if we, and here equal in this equation we can get this is one variable and this is the variable, another variable part. So we have to take both the variable to the left hand side. When it will come to the left hand side, then it will be, here it is subtracted, and when it will come to the left hand side it will be added. So 2x by 5 is equal to 1080 plus the value of this thing is equal to 5000. Okay student, so when we add these things, the LCM will be 25. So 9x plus 5 into 2x equal to 10x is equals to how much? 6080. Implies that 19x by 25 is equals to 6080. Implies that x is equals to 6080 into 25 by 19. Okay student, so when we calculate, what is the result? 19 3 ja 57, 3 38, 19 2 ja 38, 0. So result will be 25 into 320 which is equals to 8000. Okay student, so here our result is how much? The value of x equal to 8000. Okay, so first part be 8000, then first part equal to 8000. So second part how much? Second part equal to how much? 12,500 minus 8,000 which is equal to 4,500. Okay student, so finally we can write that we have to divide 12,500 in two parts such that one part will be how much? One part will be 8,000 rupees and another part equal to 4,500, such that the interest on the first part at 12% per annum in 3 years is 1,008 rupees more than the interest on the other part at 8% per annum in 5 years. Okay student, this is not a very hard question. If you understand the questions properly, then you can find out. Okay student, this is very tough question in the simple interest. Okay student, so I think you have understood the basic idea of the simple interest, and if you have any problems then you can call me. My number is given here. This is my mobile number and you can give a call to me to if you have any doubts or any problems, and also you can comment me in the comment box. So my request to all of you, please watch this video properly and completely. Some of students are not watching this completely, so that it will be very difficult, or they can't understand the things, and then again they are asking to me, sir, we have not understood this subject, please clear our doubts. Okay student, so watch this video properly, and then if any problem, then please call me or comment me, okay, so that I can clear your doubts in the next video. Okay student, and in this video we have completed the simple interest, and the next video we will read about the compound interest, and compound interest little long chapters, and it will take 2 periods. Okay student, so thank you for watching my video. Bye.